eating the dogs. No, they're eating the babies as well. They're full-on vampires. Yeah, blimey. According to Roseanne Barr. Oh dear. Is this where we're at in the United States? I think she's gone absolutely bonkers. And I used to love watching her and John Goodman together. But no, not anymore. She's a loon. Complete and utter loon. What's happened to the woman? Really? Well, it is true. Roseanne Barr, well, she's had a guest appearance on the Tucker Carlson show. And unfortunately, for anyone with, any sanity whatsoever who were at that show, well, they were subjected to Roseanne Barr. And oh my God. Now, I'm probably going to play this a few times because I think it just has to be. Because it's just outright, it's hilarious, I must say. And also quite scary.
You know they eat babies. That is not bullshit.
They eat babies.
It's true.
Yes, it's true. According to Roseanne Barr.
It's not just the dogs and the cats.
No.
They're full-on vampires.
Full-on
Everybody
vampires?
still thinks I'm crazy, but I'm not crazy.
No, of course not.
They're full-on
Perfect
vampires.
sanity.
They love the taste of human flesh and
Ooh,
they drink human
bet it's juicy.
blood. They do. By the time we go in to vote for Trump, that he will open up everybody's eyes and they will stop pretending to be asleep. You know what they say, you can't wake people up that are pretending to be asleep, but I pray to God, please wake up even those who are pretending to be asleep with the irrefutable truth of what the worst people on this planet are really up to. They are really up to that. They're doing it.
They're eating the babies.
Victims. There are so many victims. There's so
Well, what can you say? I'll have to replay that in a moment. I just, blimey. Roseanne Barr has lost her mind. So there she was. It wasn't all she was spouting. Oh my God. I'll tell you, I'll read some of it. It's nuts. Absolutely nuts. I used to love watching her. Her and John Goodman together. You know, Connor. This is what was really scary. That's the kind of people who are supporting Donald Trump. They're the people who are going to be full on MAGA, make America great and all that, as if it was never great, It's just bonkers. She really is. So Tucker Carlson, he has hit. Well, this is hell of a low for him, even for Tucker Carlson, for Christ's sake. So anyway, he was disgraced, wasn't he, over the the voting machines and what have you, because he trouted that lie of Donald Trump regarding the voting and what have you in the machine. Anyway, they took him to court, Fox News to court, and what happened? Fox News ended up paying, I can't remember, about sort of 450 odd thousand or something. It was a lot of money. It was a lot of money they had to pay out, and was it millions? I think it might be millions. Anyway, it was a huge amount of money. So anyway, Roseanne Barr, she screamed about the Liberals being baby-eating vampires and insisted she wasn't crazy. Well, what can you say? Hello, Doc Davies, hope you're well. Don't believe anything. No. Do you know who Dean Maggie Smith is? She passed away. Yes, I know. She's Dean Maggie Smith. She's the. Oh, she was in Sister Act. Yeah, she was in Sister Act. She was in Harry Potter. She's had quite a long career, and obviously Downton Abbey. I never used to watch it anyway, Downton Abbey, but she was in that as well. She's off her head. You aren't wrong, Andrew Evans. Absolutely bonkers. I will play it again in a moment. I might have to play it several times tonight because it's hilarious. And this is the level. This is the level we're at the moment regarding those who want to vote for Donald Trump. It's quite frightening as well, actually. The fact that there could be, 50+% of the voting public in the United States who are willing to vote for somebody like Donald Trump because they've lost their mind. There's something certainly in the war. I know there's something in the food because their food's tainted in the United States. It's tainted. And a lot of the chemicals and stuff that's in like their burgers, even McDonald's, there's something like 16, 17 ingredients in one of their burgers in McDonald's in the United States. But the same burger in the EU's only got like 3 ingredients. What does that tell you? I think they've been poisoned. Maybe it's the conspiracy. It's almost really, it's almost as out there as Elon Musk trying to make this claim at the moment. This is real petulant stuff, Elon Musk, and he's making this claim at the moment where he's saying that Kamala Harris is importing criminals because they all vote for the Democrats. That is just mental, absolute mental stuff. It really is. Hello, Chris Murphy. Hey, Marcus and everyone. Do you know where my missus is? She's gone to bed and left me down here on my own, she has. So I thought I'd go live. Remember the episode where she bailed out her friend for accepting a domestic abuse? Oh, God. She's nuts. I thought that was just her character. But no, that's who she is. She's bonkers. Absolutely stark mad. Hello, Rabbi Giddy. Oh, it's you, Jack Black. Yes, that's me. Oh, he loves my movies as well. Thank you very much. Oh, dear. Did you like Shallow Hal as well? No? Okay. Anyway, Roseanne Barr, she's gone full on sort of, she's gone full on right wing conspiracy theories, and she's been promoted by people like Elon Musk, Tucker Carlson. They've put her out there. But why would you do that? Because unless they know that their following is going to buy into her crap, why would you do it? It just, what's it say about you? Does it say that you're a little bit crazy? America is nuts. Yeah. Yeah, right. And we've got a few people at the moment. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to play that again. For start, I just want to.
You know they eat babies. That is not bullshit.
It is.
It's true.
No, it's not.
So it's not just the dogs and the cats, not just the pets.
It's on Tucker Carlson.
It's not just the dogs and the cats. They're full-on vampires. And everybody still thinks I'm crazy, but I'm not crazy. They're full-on vampires. They love the taste of human flesh and they drink human blood. They do by the time we go into vote for Trump, that he will open up everybody's eyes and they will stop pretending to be asleep. You know what they say, you can't wake people up that are pretending to be asleep, but I pray to God, please wake up even those who are pretending to be asleep with the irrefutable truth of what the worst people on this planet are really up to. They are really up to that. They're doing it. There are so many victims. There are so many victims.
Oh dear. Oh dear. This is America. Land of freedom. The free world. Of free speech. And nut jobs. I'm sorry, but this is just crazy. I know it's not everyone in the United States, but crikey, this is just... And there's so much of it out there. And it's quite frightening in many ways. It is quite frightening. So anyway, let's carry on with this. Anyway, during the leg of ex-Fox News host Tucker Carlson's tour in Fort Worth, Texas, on Tuesday, the Trump supporting actress echoed QAnon theories, insisting that the Hollywood denizens are gay as hell and likened liberals to vampires and love the flesh, or love the taste of human flesh. This is just nuts. This is just absolute nuts. This is where we're at. And it doesn't help when you've got people like Elon Musk spreading this stuff. And I'm on Blue Sky now, but I'm still on X, Twitter, because it's, there's still people there that I follow. They haven't moved over yet. But I'm getting porn. I'm getting, bot porn, that sort of thing. It's hardcore stuff. It's freaking awful. And then all sorts of crap I'm getting on there. And then I can't seem to escape. I've blocked him now. I can't seem to get rid of Elon Musk. And I know, come along, I've heard that he's going to get rid of the block feature altogether. But it's coming in my feed, Elon Musk. Maybe it's might be just the algorithm, maybe, because he's getting a huge amount of following, isn't it, on Twitter? Well, that's what he wants, isn't it? Definitely what he wants. Because he's a petulant child. He really is. Oh, Elon Musk is here. Yeah, we're talking about you, Elon. Yeah, I know it's not really you. He's on the back one. I'm the official Elon. Are you really? Okay, I bet. Just like I had the official Mr. Beast the other day as well. If I had Elon on here, I wouldn't have just 66 people watching, would I? But okay, Elon, are you batshit crazy? And what's happened? Is it the ketamine? Is that what's done it? Yeah? Or is it because Biden got more likes on his tweet than you did? Yeah, let's get into that, shall we? Beans with apparently got... how's your satellites doing? Are they leaking radiation? You know how it is. A little bit of radiation between friends is fine, isn't it? Wouldn't you say? So, let me just... Oh, crack, I got a picture of... who's that? Oh, that's Donald Trump with Epstein up on your buddies. Yeah. So anyway, where was it? Here we go. Right. I just had an article about Elon Beansy's hair. Is this gay? Is this gay or is guy drunk, guys? Am I drunk? No. I've got an energy drink. I got that, I don't know if does it look like beer? It's a bit yellow over there. It looks more like urine. I'm drinking my own pee, I am. Yeah. You know where it is. So a brutal article reveals how a Biden tweet pushed Elon Musk over the edge in a pure petty fashion. An excerpt from a New York Times opinion article about how the ex-owner left a Super Bowl early because he was angry that a Biden tweet about the Philadelphia Eagles got more views than his did. Perfectly encapsulates Musk's thinking. But also, Elon Musk, he was so angry, he flew back, he did, to the headquarters, and he got all his people together, all his ex-people together, and told them, you've got to do something about this. So apparently they tweaked the algorithm, so I heard anyway. So anyway, this is, here we go, the most pathetic billionaire that ever lived. He was glued to his phone in dismay. Both he and the President Biden had sent tweets cheering on the Philadelphia Eagles. But even though Biden had far fewer followers than Musk on the platform, the president's tweet garnered 29 million views to Musk's 8.4 million views. Now, livid he was. I'm the verified one. I'm verified using a poster of Elon. Musk demanded that his engineers find out why his tweet was underperforming Biden's, and he left the game early to fly back to his San Francisco office where dozens of employees were summoned to meet him on a Sunday night. Eventually, to placate their boss, the engineers tweaked the Twitter's algorithm to boost Musk's posts, pushing them into users' feeds. A bit like what I get at the moment with too much of Elon Musk in my feed. I can't escape it. I don't really want to. Sorry, Elon. See you smoking that narcotic today. Are you Rick from Porn Stars? Yeah, I am actually. Yeah, that's me. What hell for review? Ooh, go back. Got it. Oh, that's fine. Show that one. Chris, how you doing? Oh, he's his hand up. Okay. Oh, cool. Right. I've got moderators here. Who have I got here? Another random stream. Hello, Steve McGowan. And Tartan Army. And Caro. I ruptured my ears listening to that. That's hilarious. That was hilarious. I ruptured my testicles after my last workout. Pray for me. I'm praying for you. I'm praying. There you go. Beth and Duke. Who wants Elon to be sent to bed like a naughty child that he is? He's petulant, unfortunately. I'm a fun troll, not a mean one. Hello, troll. Hello. Man Bug's what the fuck? Going alive at this time, and I'm sorry, Man Bug. He was helping me out earlier as well. I just saw Rad Bug. Have you heard that yet, Mad Monk? I might play it again in a minute for you, mate. It's hilarious. Roseanne Barre. Remember Roseanne? You know, with John Goodman, what have you, the corner. And she's gone full on crackpot, big time. No spanner. I've got a spanner here. They've got Mad Monk here now. Hello, Dr. Davis. Hope you're well. Say hard. Any Republicans want to buy eggs from me? I get them for under $2 a dozen, apparently, and I sell them to you at $6 a dozen. Since you say they cost $7 to $10 a dozen, you can make them. Oh, what? Oh, Hudson, wouldn't it be really funny if that really is, that'd be absolutely hilarious. I'll be getting a rip, probably. Yeah, Joel Mary, I've got another spanner in the works. Hello, buddy. Hope you're well. Yeah, what's going on? Yeah, I know. I just decided I'm going to go live. I'll tell you what, I'll play that again. Now, let's burst some more eardrums. Because it's absolutely hilarious. It really is. And it's just crazy. It's just bonkers. Tucker Carlson had a special guest. And that was Roseanne Barr. I'll just do the first part of it, okay? I won't do the rest. It's been the third time I played it already.
Babies, that is not bullshit. It's true.
So it's not just the dogs and the cats, not just the pets.
Oh, no.
It's not just the dogs and the cats.
No. It's the
They're
babies.
full-on vampires.
Uh-huh.
And everybody
They
still
fly
thinks
back,
I'm
they
crazy.
fly back, they
I'm not crazy.
Don't invite them in.
Full-on vampires. They love the taste of
Human
human
flesh.
flesh, and they drink human blood. They do tell. By the time we go into vote for Trump, that he will open up every.
He will open up everybody's eyes. That there's all these victims. Yes, and all these babies that have been eaten and they're drinking their blood. These people are loons. This is right on QAnon type stuff, isn't it? It's bonkers, absolutely bonkers. Oh, 80 people at the moment. Oh, 80 people, that'd be well, on this Saturday night. Were you at the Diddy party? No, I was not at the Diddy party. Yes, she has, she has gone absolutely stark raving bonkers. Now, she's always been a bit of a racist and what have you, but she's just gone absolutely crazy. But she's not alone. There's loads of people out there. You know, when you get these people that are interviewing supporters, Donald Trump supporters, and You know, they put the microphones in their face, ask them all these questions and what have you, and trip them up. Bit of entrapment, really, you know, and and they oh, they're kind of lost for words. And they say, would you still vote for Trump? Oh, yeah, definitely, you know. Yeah, he's a full-on vampire and he eats babies and drinks the blood, not just the cats and dogs. Oh, guys, I've got the dogs there now. Who wants a treat? There's Pandora. There's Wally. They're down there on the floor. There they are. My little dudes, they are. Right, so where were we? After that craziness. Hello, Snowbird. Conspiracy theorists used to have signs on corners of the street. Now they've got phones. Yes, these have soapboxes. Grant, hope you're well. So Starmer meeting Trump, but not Kamala Harris. I know. And I've had a few conversations with people about that today, because I did a video about it, and I thought that's just ridiculous. But some people are saying, oh, he's played a blinder. Starmer's played a blinder because, you know, he's... Let's get this light a bit brighter. But, oh, that's there. Someone there, that one there. Should be that one, I think. Okay. Keir Starmer's played a blinder. I don't think so. I think that looks bad. And I don't. If you couldn't get a meeting with Kamala Harris at the same time, you shouldn't have seen Donald Trump. And besides, you shouldn't have seen either of them. Maybe you should, just have a meeting with Biden, for instance, considering he's still the president of the United States. It looks bad, and it was an invitation by Donald Trump. Is Donald Trump electioneering? That's all he's doing. It's just, look, I'm presidential. I have all these people come and meet me because I am great. I'm Donald Trump. Let them go up my golden shower. My golden elevator. I had real high hopes for Keir Starmer, but I think he's disconnected from reality. I don't think it looks good. I know a lot of people saying it is good. You've got to, keep your enemies closer and all that sort of stuff. I think you should wait. That's my feeling. I don't think it looks good. I think the optics of it is bad. And there's been a lot of criticism of it, obviously. But as soon as I heard it, I was just like that. I was having a discussion with Caroline because she's we're having a bit of a two-way debate. So she was. I understand why he did what have you, because basically what other people were saying about keeping the enemies closer and that. I don't buy it. I don't think it looks good. All it does is give Donald Trump more kudos and install him into the White House. That's what it'll do. I think that Keir Starmer got all bright-eyed with the invitation, and he couldn't resist. A bit like the bright red dress, It's like a magpie with the shiny things it wants to collect and steal, I think he got a little bit. He's quite new at the job, isn't he? To be fair, but that's just common sense to me. It's just obvious, It doesn't look good. He's got such a reputation, a negative reputation. For Christ's sake, the man's a rapist and a felon. Oh, I know. Let's go and meet the rapist, and we have a 2-hour meal with the rapist. Come on. If it was Charlie Epstein, if he was still alive, would that be okay? Just because he might have been the president of the United States. I know he wasn't, but no. Donald Trump is a rapist and a felon. And the only reason why he's doing what he's doing is not just about the power and the glory and all that. It's about keeping himself out of flipping jail. Because all he'll do is just change the laws to suit. Executive order. And he's pumped so many people into the courts, Supreme Court and what have you. He can push through what he likes anyway. Like he did before. like Wade versus Rose, sorry. Oh, I did the right thing. I put it in the hands of the states so they could make the decisions. No. This is where organisations and unions are good, and like the European Union is because they take some responsibility away from people like, bad governments, being able the ability to to do things that are against citizens' best interest. And when you have a union of countries, you would hope they would do everything on the benefit for make vote on stuff for the benefit of everybody. Oh, they don't vote apparently. No, of course, no. That's what it's not democratic. People keep telling me, rubbish. So there we go. Let's just all that. So Roseanne Barre, I will be playing it again. I won't be able to resist. Sorry. Now, Elon Musk satellites have been leaking radiation everywhere. Yeah. Well, that won't be long before we won't even be able to use our telescopes. No, apparently. Isn't just the fact you got this all these little boxes everywhere, these little satellites stuck every bit of them where. It's only got 7,000 up at the moment. I think it wants like 40-odd thousand of these satellites up there. It's a huge amount of satellites. And they're going to have to keep being replaced because they're reducing orbit, so they fall out of the sky, basically, eventually. Like every 5 years, they're gonna die. So the newest Starlink satellites are leaking even more radiation than their predecessors, and it could soon disrupt astronomy. So a new study reveals that the Generation 2 Starlink satellites are leaking up to 30 times more radio waves than their predecessors. And SpaceX continues to deploy the newer versions as planned, and we could reach an inflection point where astronomers can no longer properly study the cosmos. Researchers warn. We're not just talking about backyard astronomers, we're talking about, well, actually, to be fair, some backyard astronomers have some pretty amazing kit. But we're talking about, full-on observatories. They'll also interfere with radio telescopes as well. So to reflectory point, what they mean by that is basically the light inflection point is where the light bounces off the radiation effect. Because what light is radiation, isn't it? So I'm not keen on the whole idea of having an internet system that a country cannot stop. They can't actually control at all, and a system that is controlled by a stark raving lunatic, Elon Musk. It feels a little bit uncomfortable. Oh, there we come. Blimey, those people. Hello, Tim Atinsha. If you was a Disney princess, you'd be Princess Fiona. Thank you. That's most kind. Hi. 91 Needs. Is Ella 91 Needs? Hope you're well, my friend. What else we got? I see the few of your streams, and I like Jer is a like and subscribe. Here's a like. Thank you, my friend. Dorko, I still is in a mind. Sorry, just give you the idea. Reason why I'm about to read this. It is tiny, absolutely tiny on my phone. So, it's still in my. Oh, sorry, it's replying to somebody else. Cheers, man, monk. Trump was a rude word. Yeah, it's like a fart. Donald Trump is like an orange fart in a toupee. David Lammy said that, like he did. But no, I'll go and see old Donald Trump, the man in the toupee. Yes, he's a rapist and all. Yeah, that's great. Shake his hand and all that. Oh, what's happened there? Hey, cheers, Grant Sloan. Gifted 5 AllShorts memberships. Cheers, buddy. Nice one. Who are you going to give them to, I wonder? Unfortunately, governments will have to work with Trump. Of course, they have to work with Trump, but he's not the president yet, is he? He's an ex-president. So they don't have to work with him yet. Do they, really? Is it me or do I look dark? Or is it my phone? It might be my phone, actually. Yeah, I know that they'll have to work with them later on, but why now? You know? Why now? Couldn't they just waited before they decided to suck up to him? And also, what's wrong with a 30-minute meeting? Why is it 2 hours and a full-blown meal? You know, well, it's probably McDonald's actually, but you know, yeah, and a Coke. Yay, cool. Hello, Ruth. I hope you're well. Joe Lefty. My friend, I hope you're well. I hope you're good. And Dan S. and Bobby Bellinger. John Boycroft. Oh, nice one. Can you say Carla is the best? Carla is the best Pookie. It's his birthday. I don't. Yeah, you're not trying to get me to say up the R or something, are you? Am I left wing? No, I'm right there in the middle. I just don't want people being shitty to other people. If that's left wing, well, then I'm left wing. I would say politically, I'm down, maybe left to centre or something like that. But I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm left wing. I'm not a Corbynite or anything like that. I'm just a practical man who works in the workshop, messes about with his wood. Not that wood, no, wood, and makes stuff. And to me, that's something that's practical, and that requires a certain level of common sense. And I'm not happy about people just going around like Elon Musk and all these conspiracy theories and stuff like that, which is absolutely harebrained crazy. That's not me at all. But I'm not really a lefty. I don't want to be a lefty. There's nothing wrong with that. It depends what you're into, really. Yeah, and I'm not. I think I'm left of centre because you know I'm always at businesses and stuff like that, and I understand the economy, how it works. You know, your cash flow and all, keeping things going. And sometimes I think things that have been done have been suggested on the left a little bit ill thought out. But I don't think Keir Starmer's on the left. I really don't. No, because everything he's done recently has been more right of centre, if you ask me. And now he's talking about, which was in his manifesto pledge, which is kind of cheating on the voter, really. He wants to get rid of his manifesto pledge of getting rid of non-dom status, which allows people to who reside in the UK to avoid UK taxes on their overseas investments. They've still got to pay taxes on stuff in the UK, obviously, like anybody would. They can't avoid that. But a lot of these people they still live, they're still in expenditure, and they say they provide a huge amount of money and stuff. Half of them are just sitting on their money. They're just sitting on it, you know. And also they come to the UK sometimes because it's because they can avoid the taxes, such as the non-dom status. You know, they don't get those benefits anywhere else. United States, if you're in the United States, if you're living in the United States, you have to pay your taxes, not just on your income in the United States, but your income abroad. So they're no different. Spain's no different, you know. This is just a Brit thing, you know. And that was probably brought about because of all these Russian oligarchs and what have you, who argue they bring a load of money in. Yeah, they bring a load of money so they can buy a huge amount of property, so they can put in all, you know, the sex traffickers in. The damage the Russian oligarchs have done to London. And they've all been at it, you know, all the Tory politicians have been at it. You know, you've got even Theresa May, what's that woman's name? Oh, crikey, she's Russian, who's a big Tory donor. Theresa May used to, you know, they're pretty much friends. And then obviously you've got Boris Johnson with his buddies. Yeah, chuck them in the Lords and all that. And his father was KGB. It's just nuts. This isn't conspiracy theories. These is just well documented stuff, you know. Oh, handsome. Oh, this is not a church. No. Do you like the current government? I had high hopes, but I wasn't that keen. I'm not that keen now. Is it better than what we had? Yes. Obviously. How can it not be? How can it be any worse than what we had? 14 years of Tory rule, and all they've been doing is feathering their own nests. It's like all this stuff regarding the little red dress and other stuff Keir Starmer might or might not have had, and it's drawn out of all proportion. It's the right-wing media just jumping on absolutely everything. And don't get me wrong, it's not ideal, it's not a good look, but nobody said a diddly squat when the Tories were doing it. No one said anything about Cameron when getting his and his wife's clothes paid for. No. Or Boris Johnson having his holidays paid for, or when Boris Johnson's wedding was paid for, and, you know, no one said a dicky bird. You know, and his flat, oh, what happened about that? You know, that grumble lasted about 2 minutes. When Lord Brownlow paid for his flat, and not be funny, Boris Johnson thought that he could get away with it, and the government was going to pay, you know, the taxpayer was going to pay. But it ended up being well over 100,000, or 1,000 quid for a roll of this gold wallpaper, which apparently Richie Sunak had painted over. It's just a huge amount of waste. So, yeah, it's just crazy. The whole thing's flipping crazy. And all I keep getting, I've got Twitter in front of me at the moment, and all I'm getting is flipping Elon Musk. Apparently JD Vance has just been removed, or not allowed to go to this restaurant. He's been barred for going into this restaurant. They won't let him in. He's got an organised event and they won't let him in. But there's a big dossier on JD Vance, and it was on Twitter, but the person who put it on there has been blocked by Elon Musk. Not blocked personally, but I mean off the whole channel. Luckily, I downloaded it. I might do a video about that later. It's quite shocking. It's basically everything that is public is already public domain, but it's all been put into one great big dossier. And this is an investigation that was done, and it was done by Iran, of all places. No, so I'm not that keen at the moment, no. I think Elon is trying to cosplay as a Bond villain. Have you seen all the AI images that he's been putting out there with him and Donald Trump together? With his, I don't know, government something bureau or something, I don't know, efficiency, something, government efficiency office or something like that. He's been putting all these stuff, oh God, he's so pathetic. The man is terrible. He's petulant. Yeah, I'm a centre forward, mate. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, I'm British. I'm Norfolk, mate. Norfolk. Hello, Gingers. Oh my God, Gingers, have you heard? Did you hear it? Have you heard it already? Did you hear it last time? I might have to play it to you in a minute. You got some serious problems going on over there, haven't you? I hope you haven't got this been inflicted with this condition. I hope not, Gingers. Crikey, your comrades, the start wave bonkers. They really are. At least 50% of them, anyway. Mad Monk says, I'm not happy with the UK government, but I am Scottish. Well, obviously you wouldn't be happy, but also, why would you be happy? Because they've been pooping on you for such a long time. And this government's no better. We had Keir Starmer, once he became the Prime Minister, he did the rounds, didn't he? He went up to Scotland, Wales, what have you, in Northern Ireland and that. To whisper sweet nothings. And it was literally that, nothing. And then they start accusing the Scottish people, or the Scottish government, of wasting money. No one mentions the fact that in Scotland that the Scottish education system is free. Prescriptions are free, you know. People get a damn sight more in Scotland than they get in England. People get looked after, as they're supposed to be. But Scotland's got its problems, obviously. But no, let's be fair, I think Scotland would do a darn sight better for itself if it had control of the finance, considering it's giving everything to Westminster and get very little back in return, even though they say otherwise. The launderette, yes, like a laundrette, the money's being laundered through London, big time. There we come. Jimmy, Trump is with us until he passes. Can someone make that sooner? Oh my God, this is incited violence. Passes, or after he will be. He's good. Afterwards, he's going to continue to haunt us, but he might be in jail, and maybe they'll take his internet away. But then again, he'll probably be complaining because there's no TV or something like. Who was that band? Steve Bannon said he's been tortured because there's no TV. So did Tommy Robinson. I had no TV in my house, Al. It's like torture. I'm being tortured. Doc Davies. Yeah, I'm very disappointed. They've done some strange things, haven't they? They think they're going to get people on side. Obviously the winter fuel allowance. That was foolish. I think it would have gone down a lot better if they had some kind of means testing. Some kind of means testing for it. Now, they're saying, well, it's more expensive to do that. This day and age, come on. You know? They know how much you get. You have to tell them how much you get. So you've got a fairly good idea whether people are entitled or not. But they need to set a limit. You can set a limit, even reasonably high. I don't know, like 25, 30,000 or something. You'd still, you'd still nip off quite a few people. And at least politically, you'd sort of like, you might save face or save grace. Or keep grace. Well, anyway, how's that saying go? But just wiping it out and just giving it to people on pension credits. It makes no sense. Because people on pension credits have literally got nothing. They're way under, because some people, like my in-laws, they're still paying rent, They don't go very far. I actually prefer to reduce rent. They get some rent rebates, so. They made Keir Starmer a knight, as in Sir Keir Starmer, Knight of the Realm, and there's a reason for that, probably. But there's been a lot going on at the moment when you think about all these people, these women who were sexually abused by the Harrods geezer, or Krieger, whatever his name is, Mohammed or something. I'm not gonna say Al because that's kind of gives him. He gave it to himself, and it's like I don't know, like Sir. Well, who was the CPS at the time? I'm not sure. I haven't looked into it yet. Was it Keir Starmer? Quite possibly, because then people criticising Keir Starmer over Jimmy Savile. But the evidence, if they haven't got the evidence, because it's all been covered up, but they've had so many complaints over the years, you'd have thought that maybe they would looked into it in a little bit more detail than what they did. Then you might get one complaint, maybe two complaints, and they might be a bit, iffy. But they had several. All coming out of the woodwork now, people who made complaints back then, and they all got hushed up. Not enough evidence, they say. It's just wrong, isn't it? I like the moderators in this stream. Salute to you, moderators. They're very good people. And they've been with us for a long time. Known them for a long time on this channel. And we've got a mix here as well. We've got a Scot and a mixed breed Portuguese. Was it German? Robot Rabbit. Robot Rabbit, Norwich? What? Oh, Robot Rabbit. May I ask where this accent... Yeah, it's Norfolk. Yeah, it's east of England. So, yeah, right, boy. Give us a light, boy. Which Jimi Hendrix album is it? Oh, which one are you looking at? Which one you... I can't see a Jimi Hendrix album there. Or are you talking about... Oh, this one. Are you talking about this one? It's Both Sides of the Sky. Who remembers Green Slade? Got a bit of metal. My most valuable record is actually one of my newer ones, believe it or not, and it's this one. Jack White acoustic set. These are fetching 600 euros now. I paid 15 quid. Well, no, 22, sorry, 22. That was a double, 180 gram. Oh, Caroline. Yeah, she's gone to bed. She's watched TV in bed. I think she fell asleep when I went up a minute ago. Then I woke her up. Poked her with my finger. Are you still alive? All right, peeps, please like and subscribe. Oh, yeah, please do. Please beep the old like button. Oh, damn, I'm way behind, aren't I? Hello, Bert H. Wow, that's a big CD. There's, yeah, it's... actually, I have got a very big CD. I might show you later. But it's a movie disc, actually. In there somewhere. Big laser discs. Something like that, yeah. PIP food vouchers. Well, you talk about PIP payments, like personal independence payment, food vouchers. I don't know what they are. Grob Noblin, I am mixed breed, German, Portuguese and French. Also, I missed that bit. Mate, your whole arsenal on your room is my heaven. There is quite a bit. I've got about 500 in there at the moment. I've got loads of boxes and that as well that I don't really listen to that much anymore. There's probably a load here I don't listen to much anymore. Now I'll probably swap them about. I've got Pogues, Sex Pistols, Common Art, Black Eyed Peas, quite all sorts. And the Beatles, obviously. Got the Beatles. We can't breathe, so thank you. Oh, I'll tell you what, I can probably show you a little bit more before I get back into what I was doing. So I've got them, all those over there, and obviously what I've got in there at the moment, that's what's down there, and then on the back there, and those on the back wall over there. Oh, crikey, I took one off because I was playing it. And then I've got those over there. I've got the new Rolling Stones as well, which was a gift. My son's pretty good because he often gets me records for my birthdays and Christmas and stuff like that. And he's got really good taste as well. Eclectic taste. He knows what I like. Almost as big as a Laserdisc. I've got a Laserdisc. I picked one up from somewhere. Where was that? I was in France actually. I picked one up for, I think I paid £5 for it, just a nostalgia. I'm also mixed breed as well. I'm Norfolk, and I'm Indian, or part Indian anyway, and part Irish, I believe. I need to confirm that though. No, the Beatles were only popular in the United States. What? Yeah, Pink Floyd. I got Pink Floyd. I haven't got. Oh crikey! Oh, I'd like to get it because. Oh, crikey, what's it called? Oh, I forgot what it's called now. I'm not sure if we get wiser the older we get, or if we run out of stupid things to do. AllShorts. That's quite possibly. Yes, God, I've done some stupid stuff. I was on the roof today. That's pretty stupid. Well, it wasn't really, because I had a tile slipped, so I had to put that back. Then I found another one. Then I found another one. Then I found another one. So I was lifting tiles so I could walk up the rafters and what have you, then putting tiles back. It's not fun. I saw Taylor Swift's new LP, and it was selling for about €60 in a shop last week. Crikey. For brand new ones. Why would anyone want her on LP? Crikey. Not my cup of tea. Right, Grant. Right, up we go. Blimey. Do you know what? I actually got rid of all my record collection a few years back. A lot, well, I'll say a few years, probably about 15, 20, probably 20 years ago. I got rid of my original record collection. And then I pulled out my deck out of the attic, and I got the bug again. So that's about 1970s, okay, deck. It's not a bad little deck, actually. It's all right. I'd love a Lin. I really would love a Lin Mastiff, but it's too much money at £4,000. Can't afford that if I think this spins round. You know. So where were we? Skip that one. So Elon Musk, he wasn't invited, was he, to the summit? And now Keir Starmer, he's sort of backtracked on it now. He's now saying, you know, the UN summit regarding the investment summit in the UK, and it's Keir Starmer didn't invite him, and Elon Musk has got a bit of a hissy fit over it. He didn't attend last year. He was invited last year, but didn't attend. And now Keir Starmer's like, oh no, we're very happy to have your investment. We just don't want you here. No, he didn't say that, but he says that Tesla's investment is welcome after the Musk row. So Tesla, run by Elon Musk, would be welcome to invest in the United Kingdom, the Prime Minister has said. Why don't we try and encourage British investors to invest in Britain instead of investing abroad so much as they do? That might be prudent. Keep the money in the country, maybe. Sir Keir Starmer. Why do I have to keep saying that, Sir Keir? Sir Keir? Oh, I can't just call him Sir Kidstarver. Sir Kidstarver said he didn't want to be misunderstood after the BBC reported that the tech tycoon had not been invited to the UK's International Investment Summit due to his social media posts. I can't remember how many posts it was now. It's something like 60, 70 posts a week. Elon Musk's conspiracy theories that he's pushing and self-publicity. And he's every single week. Plus all the retweets he keeps doing. It's nuts. Obviously, I encourage investment from anywhere, he told the BBC. He added, good investment into the UK is what I am very, very keen to promote. Sir Keir made his comments while speaking to journalists on his recent visit to New York, where he addressed the United Nations and met with Donald Trump and had a burger and US business leaders. He says, every time I'm abroad, every time on an international trip, we do these investment breakfasts because I'm absolutely determined to get the investment that we needed into the economy. And I do think we've got a real opportunity with a new chapter now, he said. He's only been the Prime Minister for a couple of months, and he says every time he goes to abroad, he does an investment breakfast. Well, or was he talking about the previous government? The summit next month is the key moment that the Prime Minister hopes will drive tens of billions of pounds in inward funding. Has he missed something here? Has he forgot the fact that the UK is no longer the stepping stone for the EU? And that's why many other countries, other third countries, use the UK to well, be a stepping stone into the EU, to get their products into the EU. Other English-speaking countries that want to speak to English-speaking people, make it easier. I don't know, just put it out there, maybe. As he forgot. So I'm beginning to wonder. So he's backtracked, so he's upset Elon Musk, and I said, oh, Elon, please give me your money. We need your money, Elon. Don't we just? And they keep going on about the flipping GDP, but no one looks at the net. It's just crazy. People need to be honest about what's going on with the GDP in the UK, because it's not actually very good. Well, we've got no growth anyway. And Keir Starmer keeps going on about growth, but hang on, we want growth, but we don't want to have any kind of close alignment with the EU, even though we want a Brexit reset and to be meeting up with von der Leyen next week. How's that going to go? When they haven't even ticked all the boxes regarding the trade cooperation agreement. It's not going to go well, is it? It just isn't. It's just nuts. Anyway, I think we're at that moment where I need to share with you a very special moment, and it says documentary value. And it is.
You know they eat babies. That is not bullshit. It's true.
Roseanne
It's
Barre.
not just the dogs and the cats, not just the pets.
It's not just the dogs and the cats. They're full-on vampires. And everybody still thinks I'm crazy, but I'm not crazy. They're full-on vampires. They love the taste of human flesh and they drink human blood. They do. By the time we go into vote for Trump, that he will open up everybody's eyes and they will stop pretending to be asleep. You know what they say, you can't wake people up that are pretending to be asleep, but I pray to God, please wake up even those who are pretending to be asleep with the irrefutable truth of what the worst people on this planet are really up to. They are really up to that. They're doing it. There are so many victims. There are so many victims. You know they eat babies. That is not bullshit.
That's going to have to be a soundbite. That's going to have to be a soundbite. That was brilliant. But Tucker Carlson started all this. When she was on his show, he actually... He was going on about the cats and the dogs being eaten by the Haitians in Springfield. So obviously she slept onto that one. She's to start raving bonkers, isn't she? What did I say? I saw something. What did I say? Hang on, I'm afraid you're most kind. Is it just me, or are some Labour policies Tory? Yeah. Most definitely. And I'd have, how to put it, rolling back manifesto pledges isn't going to bode well. And what about changing the electoral system as well? How about that? You know, what's happened to PR? Proportional representation. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? It certainly makes me wonder what the hell's going on. And it's not looking good. And there was a load of rumours flying about on Twitter the other day, and they're still flying about now actually. And that Keir Starmer he's gonna resign on Tuesday. Obviously, I made the video because I thought it was funny. He's gonna resign on Tuesday, and he's gonna be gone. I don't think he is. I think that's just hearsay. But he's gonna be forced to resign. So forced to resign on Tuesday. But I imagine there's a lot of people in the Labour Party and membership as well, and obviously not very happy what's going on. And he feels wooden. I don't mean I felt him. I mean, he seems wooden to me. He's just not in tune with people, or the nuance, or the optics of. You know, he's just not there in that. He's not a people person. He looks so uncomfortable Talk about uncomfortable. Did anyone see Zelensky after his meeting with Donald Trump in the Trump Tower? See, the thing is, you see, when you meet somebody in their home, it's like, you got home and away games and stuff like that, those who are at home, obviously they've got, unfair advantage, haven't they? And the same with Donald Trump in his Trump Tower. He's got unfair advantage. He's going to say whatever he wants to say and put pressure on people while they're in his safe zone. And Zelensky was there, and he looked very uncomfortable afterwards. And if you cry, this man's nuts, probably. Because he is. Yeah, I watched him at his one of his rallies. I have to admit, they are funny. Because it's just so ridiculous. I'm sure he was drunk, and I didn't think he drank because his brother was an alcoholic. Well, that's what he tells us. I'm sure he was drunk. There's something going on there. He was trying to shake people's hands, and he couldn't walk straight. He was all over the flipping place. Thank you, number 3. Much appreciated. Did it? Up we go. Bulk markets. Sorry, I ain't got it on this one. Bulk markets. Tea China. Stop at Dog Days. Hello, Vicar. How you doing? The Vicar. All right, there we go. Hello, Gingers. Yeah, I bet that was you, wasn't it? Oh, hey, Gingers. Yeah, so you never liked Roseanne? Really? Yeah, right. Do you like John Goodman? I do wonder what John Goodman's like politically, where he stands. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's very disappointing. People would have still voted Labour anyway, just to get the Tories out. But in some ways, I think we've been better off with Liberal Democrats with Ed Davey. At least he likes doing fun stuff, Now, for me, if I wanted someone to be the leader of the Labour Party, it wouldn't be Angela Rayner. Although I like Angela Rayner, but I don't think she's very capable. I'd like somebody like Chris Byron. I think he's prime ministerial, and he's also can be quite witty. And also, he's gay. He's kind of, he's one of the so-called minority groups. I think it'd good. I think it'd be pretty good, to be fair. But I might be wrong. I was wrong about Starmer. That I do know. No personal offences. Nope, not on here. We don't do that. I don't mind people on the left or the right or whatever they are. All down the middle. Doesn't matter. You just have to be civil. If you've got a point of view, it's fine, Just be civil. How did the rejoin march go? There wasn't many people there, unfortunately. I was going to do a video about it, but it wasn't very impressive, unfortunately. I think people have become lethargic about the whole idea of joining now because it feels very far in the distance, like it's almost not possible. They've got a new government now, and it's kind of like, they're also touting make Brexit work and stuff like that. It's disheartening. And, some people don't want the UK to be anywhere near the EU anyway. I know Steve McGowan doesn't. Hello, my friend. But, it's... I think people are losing the will to live with Brexit. Even though for the United Kingdom it makes perfect sense to get closer alignment. I don't think we're going to be rejoining anytime soon, obviously, or joining. But some sort of closer alignment would make sense. For EU businesses as well, they can trade easier with the UK and vice versa. But as it stands, no, it makes no sense to me whatsoever. No. Even in WTO rules and what have you, we don't actually comply in the UK, For one thing, you've got to secure your borders, the same with the EU and the same with WTO rules. We haven't done that. we've still got an open border between Northern Ireland and Ireland. And then when Scotland leaves, we're going to have another open border. Hello, Stephen M. Steve McGowan. Hope you're well anyway. That's a very scary idea. What idea? What was it? If you go to a Walmart in the red states, they are full of Roseannes. Oh dear. Well, you see all the video clips, all the interviews of the MAGA hats and what have you, and I'm sure there's a lot of people, just ordinary folk, who are going to vote for Donald Trump because they've been spun a line and they believe it. And, you know, maybe they just hate Biden for whatever reason. Yes, the rejoin march, it didn't look very, very good. Dorgo, I wish I voted Green. For me, there've been no... Actually, I didn't even get my voting papers, so I didn't even get a vote. We did all that we had to do, registered and what have you, and we didn't even get our papers. Caroline got hers, but late. You know, I didn't even get mine. Truly evil beings are at work. The lesser of two evils is still evil. I know, it's true. I can't argue with that. What can you do though, you know? What do you have? Do you have... It's like, you know, you could argue that with Donald Trump and Kamala Harris. You could say they're both evils, but, you know, where's the lesser evil? Well, I think it'd have to be, well, that's what the Pope said, wasn't it? I think it'd have to be Kamala Harris. You know, she has done a hell of a lot of good for people, ordinary people, you know, in the past. I don't know about as VP, but half the Tories secretly plotted 30 million sweeteners to send 200 volunteers to Rwanda. Civil servants tried to persuade 200 volunteers. Well, just to say, oh, it works. Why would they go? That was all a big lie anyway. You know, people in Rwanda say, oh, you mean that crazy woman who came to visit from the UK, Cyrilla Braverman? The money that was handed over to them in Rwanda, they were not. That money didn't go to build houses. They were already being built. Ah, 200 asylum seekers to accept 150,000 packages to voluntary move to Rwanda. Crikey, under James Cleverly. That's nuts. Is that just come out? Is that news? Has it just come out? That's absolute nuts. Where does it end with that lot? Longitude. We are in Greenwich time. Their calls and Madeira are 1 hour plus, and Spain 1 hour less. Oh, blimey, that's interesting. Because you're further to the left, aren't you? To the west. Yeah, Fergal Sharkey Prime Minister. I'd be quite happy with that. You know, he's done an amazing job regarding exposing these water companies. And is it London Water? South West London Water, whether it's is it South West Water? One who's going bankrupt. Thames Water. Oh, what have I missed? Hello, Bogner Florin. Oh, nice one. Here's for a coffee and a Bagley. Cheers, my friend. I watched a series of videos about Rwanda, and they spent the money in Kigali building parks and flats for wealthy foreign owners that they buy them as holiday homes. Makes you wonder if the whole thing was just show, and they just knew they weren't going to get anyone over anyway. It's just, yeah, and try to sell an idea to their supporters who do anything to, get rid of little people in the boats. Just Steve McGum, thanks for that. Bogdan, thank for that, buddy. Okay, if the UK rejoins the EU, it definitely won't be on the term as it was before now. By no means. They'll start at the EU. If, say, for instance, we manage to make our application, Article 49, we managed to do that because we've managed to get our national debt down and we complied with the criteria. It's going to take 10 odd years anyway, and a huge amount of negotiation, and we'll be starting at ground zero. So negotiations will be starting with, okay, what about the euro? Yeah, what about the euro, for instance, eurozone, and they're trying to get more and more people, more and more countries to accept to be in the eurozone. Is Croatia in the eurozone? Is it? I think so. Anyway, I think they're joining the eurozone though, but not yet. But it's that's going to be a long drawn out. Anything that put a spanner in the works, it's going to make everything's going to just take longer and longer and longer. It must, obviously, it solve the Northern Ireland issue. It would solve the not for the EU stickers issue, which would be quite handy. Also, would make some of the Scottish people a bit happier as well. It's like when Donald Trump put all those taxes, what have you, those tariffs on Scotch whisky and what have you, and it's kind of they hit them hard. It's still exported, but obviously if you export, less people are going to buy it because the cost has to go up. And all this thing about Donald Trump saying, they will pay the tariffs. I've got to put it 50% tariffs on everything that they import into the United States. But they're going to be paying the tariffs. You won't be paying the tariffs. They'll just put it on the cost of the product. Of course, whoever's going to be buying the product either won't buy it at all, or they're going to end up having to pay more money for the product. It's just, does he honestly believe that? Or do you think he can fool people into believing that? Because it makes no sense. It makes no sense at all. And that's the thing about, like for instance, so regarding the Trump supporters, what have you. I'm sure some of them have got their reasons, maybe they're logical reasons. Some people had potentially logical reasons for voting Brexit. I didn't understand it, but, apparently they're logical reasons because they kept telling me. But everything becomes exposed in the end, and Donald Trump got exposed for what he is. We think January 6th, the Capitol riots and what have you. That was an insurrection. It was a coup. That was a coup. That was a way of trying to overthrow the government. It's not a good look, is it? And then what happens then? Who goes over and visits and have a nice burger meal, and a bottle of Coke? Well, Keir Starmer and David Lammy. David Lammy's been highly critical of Donald Trump in the past. I can't remember what he said about it now. It was pretty offensive. And then, but to be fair, even J.D. Vance did as well. He said some pretty damning stuff about Donald Trump. And now Donald Trump, now he's the VP. I want a coffee now, says Snowbird. There we go. Let me come. Mine's with sugar. Black, please. I only have mine black. I don't have no sugar. No sugar, no milk, just black. And strong. This is a European stream, that it is. Trump or Kamala? For me, it'd be Kamala. She's lesser of two evils. And like number 3 was saying earlier about, I know that both lesser two evils are still evil, but I don't know if she's that bad. I think she's. Do I think? No, I don't think she's evil. I just think I don't necessarily agree with their stance on stuff. I don't mean to say I'm right. Doesn't mean, but they might not be right either. The thing is, you're never going to keep everybody happy, are you? Whatever happens, when you've got people with opposing views, you're never going to keep everybody happy. And you know, Biden was never going to do that. Trump was never going to do that. No president or prime minister has ever managed to do that. And Keir Starmer certainly can't do that, even though he's trying to satisfy all bases. That's never going to work. Never going to work. You're not going to be able to give those who are on the right and keep them on the left happy, and vice versa. And when you consider what Keir Starmer's been doing to the left in the party, pretty much expelled them, just like Boris Johnson did, people against Brexit. You know, there's no different. It's a way of controlling your base from the inside. These chairs squeak I'm sitting in. I've had these years, but they squeak. We've got a fire coming on Monday, which will be a new fire. So just in the middle of here, there's going to be a wood burn, believe it or not. So there's got to be some changes in this room. Because there's going to be a wood burner literally there, here. And there's a flue on the other side there, you see. So we're going to be going up. This is an external wall. It used to be the external wall of the main house, but then this bit was built on. So we're going to have a flue going up there. There's going to be a wood burner here. Now, I was going to put a pellet burner in there, then I thought, hang on, it's not a good idea for making videos because it's noisy. The fans. Oh, what have I missed? Here we come. There we go, send them a friend. Why the hate on Ukraine? I don't hate Ukraine. Russia winning undermines the EU, yes. Empower China, yes. Territorial ambitions and all around a bad idea. My feeling about Ukraine, you might disagree with you. I think we should have actually gone in hard right at the beginning. And to be fair, we should have done it back into 2014, was it? Yeah, Crimea. 2014 or 13? 2014, wasn't it? We didn't do anything, nor did the United States. We didn't say anything even. It was just like, oh, whatever. You know, Putin's got desires on West. And what makes no sense to me is that Vladimir Putin saying, "Oh, it's all about NATO expanding its borders," and what happens? NATO expands its borders. Okay, it's not expanding its borders. NATO's not doing anything. It's other countries who want to join NATO because they don't feel safe. So they're not expanding their borders; they're just absorbing the borders. And because of Vladimir Putin, because they don't feel safe. Estonian, whatever, like for you know. They don't feel safe. So it's not expansion of NATO. So I think that's a little bollocks. And plus, what is Vladimir Putin doing? He's invaded Ukraine to put a NATO border. If he invaded Ukraine and he wins and he literally assimilates Ukraine into Russia, not just the Donbass. And then he's got Poland on the border. So he's kind of like, well, it doesn't make any sense. I don't hate on Ukraine. I'm very, very concerned. And there's a lot of hate regarding, on the right, isn't it? And also in the United States with Donald Trump, the MAGAs and what have you. They think get Trump into power and he'll stop that war overnight. No. What he'll do is just say, I won't give you any more weapons, Zelensky, to defend the country, your democracy, and basically put him in a position where he's going to have to negotiate away big swathes of land, if not the whole lot. That's not winning, and that's not really stopping the war. All it's doing is putting Putin even closer. David McGee's. I've got some brothers. There's brothers there. There is. He's all shores. That'd be well, my friend. Hey, Grant Sloan. I've seen Kamala in action in California. and she can get me told, walk over me in spiked high heels anytime. What I like about Kamala Harris is her history. I'm not talking about just her work history. I'm just she's had to work hard to get where she is. To start, she's a woman, and over the years, it hasn't been easy for women to advance in politics, what have you. It hasn't been easy for them, especially over there, you know. And I admire her. I do admire her. And her mother also worked extremely hard to help her children, you know. She pushed her along. And I don't know. It feels a little bit safer. There's nothing safe about Donald Trump. Nothing. So Grant Sloan wants to be walked over with high heels. Ask Joe Lefty, can you help Grant Sloan out with that one? Oh dear. There we come. Hello, Abasha. Sorry, Abashahaha. Right. Mate, I was just in France. Such a beautiful place, says Brisbane Tesla guy. I really want to move there. The UK is over. Well, I live in rural France. It's sort of south central near Limoges, in the Haut-Vienne, and it is a lovely place to live. Now, we've been here 14 years. My French is terrible. I really struggle with pronunciation. I can read it okay, no problem with that. But there's a learning curve moving here because obviously everything's different to the UK. You've got to sort your healthcare out, but the health system here works. It really does. Give you an idea of the difference. In the UK, if you have a blood test, you have to obviously go and be prescribed to go and have your blood test. You have your blood test, and again, it will take like 2 weeks before you get your results. You've got to clear what's going on for 2 weeks. So if you think there's something wrong with you, you're stressing for 2 weeks. Here in France, I can get my results in a day. Now, Caroline has got a hospital appointment next week. And yesterday, she did filled the bottle up with urine. She got her results lunchtime today via email. And you get a little link and what have you, and it's a security pass kind of. It's a PDF, but it's you got to put your code in, and then you can access your results. And the way it's laid out in a way where it shows you the ranges of what is suitable, within the range. Then it tells you if you're above or below, and what have you, and then it'll give you a little maybe a reason for it, and you get that on every single part of the test. And it does put your mind at rest. You see, Karen compared her test today with the one she had before, which wasn't good, and with the treatment she's had, it was normal. One was a little bit on the high side, but only a tiny bit, man, just over normal. But it put her mind at rest because she's getting a bit worried because she's got an appointment next week, and she's been on antibiotics for 2 years. They've got big sachets she's taking once a week. Because she's been having like an ongoing urine infection, and it's right near the kidneys. No, kidney infection, not urine, kidney infection, and it's because she has a problem with the back. It's backing up basically. It goes the wrong way, so it's a bit of an issue. Oh, what did Mad Monk say? What are you right about Mad Monk? What have I missed? I missed something. What are you talking about? Russia could have had a trade zone with the EU before the Crimea. Oh, crikey, yeah. That's a good point, actually. Also, there was a time when Russia was considering joining NATO, but didn't NATO evolve because of Russia? Too many crazy people. You're not wrong, Doc Davies. They're just nutters. There's loads of them. And Roseanne Barre, she's definitely one of them. So Russia could have a trade zone with the EU. Yeah. That'd done Russia a world of good, wouldn't it? They've got a relatively small population, what, 20 million in Russia? When you think the size of the country, I know it's all like snow, Siberia. France is a mess right now. That's a fallacy. I've lived there. There's France is actually no. The roads are good. The health service works. You can see a doctor within a couple of days. You get an appointment. You can see your doctor. Is it broken? No. There might be problems in certain places in France. But remember, France is a massive country. You know, it's a big country, 2.5 times bigger than the UK. So will I say it's broken? Yeah, probably got problems. You know. And we've got obviously Marine Le Pen. And politically, there's issues with her, but you know they get through it. What usually happens is they go to the right, and then they think, "Hang on, this doesn't work," because people on the right, look at Nigel Farage, what they are. They like promises because they know they'll never have to see them through. They can say what they like regarding little people in boats and immigration and stuff. But when it comes down to it, they'll realise it's not even possible to see through what they're promising. But while you're sitting on the outskirts shouting in, you can say whatever you flipping well like. And that's the same with Donald Trump and the same with all of them. They can say what they like. But as far as Donald Trump is concerned, he might end up being the next president anyway, who knows? It's so close at the moment. I don't understand why it's so close, but it is just very close. It depends on the polls, but some say that Donald Trump is ahead, and some say that Kamala Harris is ahead because they're so close. But either way, they're all blooming crazy. What the hell? And Joe Brand has been baptising people. What's that all about? What the hell? These people are it's just bonkers. Everything's just gone bad. I don't know. I can't cope with it. I can't cope with the craziness. They're all nutters. Everyone's gone absolutely crazy. And oh, crikey, I actually did a video about this. Let's see if I can find it. A while ago. Probably maybe even 2 years ago. When was that? 18 months, 2 years ago or something like that. About Boris Johnson. And let me see if I can find it. There we go. There we are. Boris Johnson considered raiding a Dutch warehouse during the pandemic to retrieve the COVID-19 vaccines. Now, for some reason, it's just all of a sudden ended up in the press again. And I did a video about this ages ago. But I think he's put it in his memoirs or something like that. So the former Prime Minister, Alexander Boris the Pfeffel Johnson, has also written about the moment he tried, it's in his memoirs, to persuade the Duke of Sussex not to move to the US with Meghan. And in his upcoming memoir, he described a meeting of senior military officials in March 2021 to discuss the plans, which he admitted were nuts. And another extract from his upcoming book, released by the Daily Mail, described Mr. Johnson trying to convince the Duke of Sussex not to move to the United States. Coming down. According to Mr. Johnson, who was Prime Minister at the time, there was a ridiculous business when they made me try to persuade Harry to stay, blah, blah, blah. Down we come. Now, meanwhile, the latest extract describes Mr. Johnson writing about a point during the pandemic when AstraZeneca was trying in vain to export a vaccine to the United Kingdom from Holland, or Netherlands. And at the time, the AstraZeneca jabs were at the heart of the cross-channel row over exports. Now, he wrote, he had commissioned some work on whether it might be technically feasible to launch an aquatic raid on a warehouse in Leiden in the Netherlands. Now, I was hearing this, well, Caroline's actually heard it, didn't hear it earlier. Caroline heard it on the radio earlier today. And apparently, some people say, well, they'd be all right with that, wouldn't they? You know? Really? It's an invasion. It's a third country. So it's technically feasible to launch an aquatic raid on a warehouse in Eden in the Netherlands and to take that which was legally ours and which the UK desperately needed. It's just bonkers, isn't he? Absolutely bonkers. We do need more women in power. I agree. We need a balance in all governments. It is very male dominated, and also we need. I believe that we need people, LGBTQ plus, which I can never remember. I don't know why, but I can't. Gay, lesbian, you name it. Just a big mix. We need a big mix. We need a big old melting pot. Dish out coffee-coloured people by the score. But yeah, we need to be able to. What's the phrase? What is the phrase? What is the phrase? Anyway, we need to be able to help everybody. So it's like, we need the right people who cover all those bases. There's a phrase for it. I can't remember what it is now. For life of me. I'm a big fan of Jack Black. It's nice to see you. Or as Joe Lefty go, as Noir Jack. I know, Marcus, you can't take me anywhere. I don't. Spicier the better, Joe. Spicier the better, yes. It's got to be a bit spicy. I do that on my woodworking channel. I got a lot of innuendo. I'm talking about wood, aren't I? Yes, of course it's got to be innuendo. I can't help myself. I think Ben is my name, says Pink Floyd. Yeah. Hey guys, been lurking and listening. Hello, Stephen Banker. I hope you're well. Is it Banker or Bankier? Bankler? Sorry. It's just that the text is tiny. I should have brought it up on my computer. I got my laptop there. I should have brought it up on the laptop, shouldn't I? That would have been easier. Hey guys, been lurking. Listening, nearly asleep. Oh, quite, I'm working. It's working. Nearly asleep. So, no, being ignorant if I don't say individual hellos. No worries. Don't worry about it. Oh, it's Steven. Sorry, Steven. There's Steven. Well, that's fast results. It's like... Oh, sorry. Wow, that's fast results. It's like that here in Australia. Oh, I got it. Yeah, we're talking about our tests and stuff. It's very quick here. It's quick there. Yeah, France has got its problems. UK's got its problems. Every country's got its problems. I think every country's going through some very difficult times at the moment. Especially, obviously, we got Gaza and Israel and Lebanon and obviously Ukraine. It's not great, is it? There's a lot of shit going on. I have to admit, I do feel relatively safe here. Paperwork is a nightmare. Although they have got rid of a lot of it. And they got rid of a lot of the house-related taxes has gone. We still have our fonciers tax, which is basically your land tax. And you've got to pay for your bins and all that sort of stuff, obviously. But the habitation tax is gone. We used to have to pay a big chunk for habitation, a bit like your in the UK. It would be like council tax. We don't have any of that now. And my electric works out. It's going up soon. It's going up, but on the last bill, it worked out at 26 cents per kilowatt hour, including taxes. I know the UK is quite a bit more than that, plus taxes. But yeah, it's quite a cheap place to live. Food's more expensive here than the UK. Not for everything, but vegetables are really cheap in the UK for some reason. My dog just shut. Really, God, that must be a mess. Oh God, I see. You've seen Bad Grandpa then. If you haven't watched Bad Grandpa, you need to watch Bad Grandpa. That film is hilarious. What is the split thing behind me? What split thing? I don't know what the split thing is. Are you talking about the Pink Floyd album? I would put some music on, but then I get demonetised from copyright, and that's pain. It looks good. There we go. Oh, crikey, I'm too far at the top again. I do believe there's an energy price increase hitting the UK from come October. We've got one here coming. Our diesel's quite reasonably priced. It was about 152 at the moment locally, so that's come down quite a bit from what it was. Pink Floyd is the shit. I do believe. So I've done that already. Here I only speak in English, but I was born in Portugal, so I'm Portuguese. No falsehood. Do you know, I've never been to Portugal. Never been. I think we're going to have to drive down there in El Camper. It's a division bell. Oh, apple picking. No, my way. Not an abundant as fast. Oh, we've got loads of apples. The fourth tree now. We've started picking them, wrapping them and putting them on trays, what have you. But also we're making the compote and stuff like that, and pie fillings and stuff. Carol's been busy with the tomatoes today. She's been canning tomatoes, which yeah, it's not, it doesn't take too long. You got to skin them all though, so anything when you can tomatoes. I do believe there's an energy price increase. I said already, didn't I? Grandpa said, we are Prussian. And I said, there is no more Prussia. Grandpa said, I am Prussian. You are Prussian. No discussion. That's the most German thing I heard. Oh. Is he still about? Now, my old granddad, he was brilliant. Oh, he was more of a father to me than my father was. And he was a lovely, lovely man. And he was one of the first people to go into Belsen camp because he was serving in Europe. And it's, yeah, give him nightmares the rest of his life. For what he saw there. Wasn't great. My sister's got his Von Kramer's dress dagger. I was at the university, the computer science department, and we were warning women not to join the courses due to issues. Really? Mainly with the teaching staff? Blimey. What's wrong with people? Caroline will tell you this, but I actually like strong women. You know, Caroline's not a strong woman. She's a right softie. She's a lot stronger these days, but she had a really bad time with her ex-husband and what have you, and he was a horrible piece of work. He's beat her up and stuff. Sort of beat the living shit out of her. So she kind of broke a spark, really. But she's a lot. We've been together over 30 years. It's been a long time. But you know, there's times if I mess about with her, you know, and she's really kind of like, for instance, like, strangle you, and I mess about. She really, even though she knows I'm just having a laugh. She panics. I don't do it now, obviously. That was years ago, but she panics. But even today, I wouldn't dare do it. Not now. I don't talk like that. You know what I mean? I'm like, it's just a joke. But to her, it's not a joke. It's traumatised, basically. Dolphins. Did you know the killer whales are eating the dolphins and the orcas? They're killing the dolphins. They're getting very aggressive, apparently. Don't know why that is. Could be the sea levels. I mean, so the sea temperature's rising. Could it be that? I'm guessing. I would prefer Zara Sultana or Angela Rayner as Prime Minister. I don't know which one's Zara. I don't know which one that is. I don't follow that. But yeah, I like Angela Rayner, but I don't know how seriously she be taken. They should do, because she's a strong woman, isn't she? It always make me laugh when oh crikey, what's his name again? Crikey, Dominic Raab was he's crikey. It looks like his eyes, dirty looks, and the wink. Remember the wink? Dirty little old man he was. One little speck of green in Russia, and it's prison sentence or a bribe. But in the electoral college, a vote to think about. That's the thing. Which is the biggest state? Is it Georgia? The one which you basically, if you win that, you've won almost. You know what I mean? What have I done? What have I done? What have I say? I did. What's the time? Oh, I did say that, didn't I? You're right. I was going to keep these streams down to an hour. I might actually clock off in a minute then. I've been told. Oh my God, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. Didn't realise the time. It was quite a late stream though, wasn't it? But I'll do it again. I'll tell you what I'm just going to have to do, all right? Before I do clock off, and I will actually say thank you to everyone who can, but also especially the Spanners, because they're brilliant, and they always come and help me out with this. Because as you see, you get a few trolls, and a few people leaving stupid comments, and we want this to be a friendly place. And for me, it doesn't matter where you lie in politics, but just be civil. Just be civil. That's what it takes. People don't have to be nasty, do they? There's no point. No one gains anything from it. And when people leave these stupid, I don't know. I bet you're bald under your hat and stuff like that. No, I'm not bald, not yet. No. Those sort of comments. You go, God's sake, really? Do you think you're going to get a rise out of me for stuff like that? I'm too long on the tooth for all that now. All right, here we go. I'm just going to have to play this again. I just can't help myself, sorry.
You know they eat babies. That is not bullshit. It's true.
It's not just the dogs and the cats.
No.
It's not just the dogs and the cats.
Roseanne Barre.
They're full-on vampires. And everybody still thinks I'm crazy, but I'm
yes,
not
we
crazy. They're full-on vampires. They love the taste of human flesh, and they drink human blood. They do. By the time we go into vote for Trump, that he will open up everybody's eyes and they will stop pretending to be asleep. You know what they say, you can't wake people up that are pretending to be asleep, but I pray to God, please wake up even those who are pretending to be asleep with the irrefutable truth of what the worst people on this planet are really up to. They are really up to that. They're doing it. There are so many victims. You know they eat babies. That is not bullshit.
That's just bonkers. It really is. Oh, dear. Yeah, nightmares now. Yeah, I'll have to keep playing that. It's just that is the level they're at. It seriously is, isn't it? don't get me wrong, we've got our fair share of crazies, haven't we, in the Reform Party, you know, and the Zimmer frames. It's, yeah, you got Richard Tyson, man, going on about some kind of international law that doesn't even apply, you know, because maritime law supersedes that. It's just, these people are nuts. But they're never going to, you know, have the power to be able to do anything, and they know that. They just know it. Yeah, night, everybody. And thank you very much. I want to see some regular faces and some new faces. You good, my man? Something you need to get off your chest? Well, that was something. Oh dear, crazy. Chocolate City's not for her. No, thank you. Yeah, nice one. We've got the moderators on here. We've got some other moderators as well, and they're all really nice people. And the regulars on here, you know, just decent sorts. And then we like we said earlier, and Mad Bank and Joel knows it. Everybody's welcome as long as it's not obviously spamming. I had that earlier on my woodworking channel. There's somebody spam. I just put them on timeout. I mean spamming just the same thing again and again and again, about 20 times. And then Mad Bank popped in, and but you know, if you've got opposing views, that doesn't matter. You know, but just don't get shouty and nasty about it, and it's and then everyone have a debate if you like. You know, I think that's good. Isn't it? I think it's good. We don't all have to agree, do we? No, you know, and there's people on here who probably don't agree with everything I say. You know, vice versa. It's just that's life, isn't it? You know. Anyway, yeah, that's my 2-hour, 1 hour stream, or nearly 2 hour. So I'll say toodaloo, you know, and thanks a lot, everybody. Toodaloo.